The will of the people is the best law. Cheap cigars come in handy, they stifle the odor of cheap politicians. Hold fast to the Bible as the sheet anchor of your liberties, write its precepts in your hearts, and practice them in your lives. Wars produce many stories of fiction, some of which are told until they are believed to be true. God gave us Lincoln and liberty, let us fight for both. Nations, like individuals, are punished for their transgressions. Quit thinking about what Bobby Lee's gonna do to us and start thinking about what we're going to do to him. I know only two tunes, one of them is Yankee Doodle and the other isn't. I only knew what was in my mind, and I wished to express it clearly. I believe that if our country ever comes into trial again, young men will spring up equal to the occasion, and if one fails, there will be another to take his place. In every battle there comes a time when both sides consider themselves beaten and he who continues the attack wins. There never was a time when, in my opinion, some way could not be found to prevent the drawing of the sword. I have never advocated war except as a mean of peace. Two commanders on the same field are always one too many. The art of war is simple enough. Find out where your enemy is, get at him as soon as you can. Strike him as hard as you can, and keep moving on. If men make war in slavish obedience to rules, they will fail. I propose to fight it out on this line if it takes all summer. Wherever the enemy goes, let our troops go also. My failures have been errors in judgment, not of intent. Labor disgraces no man. Unfortunately, you occasionally find men who disgrace labor. If you see the president, tell him from me that whatever happens there will be no turning back. Leave the matter of religion to the family altar, the church, and the private school, supported entirely by private contributions. Keep the church and state forever separate. I desire the goodwill of all, whether hitherto my friends or not. I only knew what was in my mind, and I wished to express it clearly. There are but few important events in the affairs of men brought about by their own choice. I have nothing to do with opinions. I deal only with armed rebellion and its aiders and abettors. No other terms than unconditional and immediate surrender. I propose to move immediately upon your works. The fact is, I think I am a verb instead of a personal pronoun. A verb is anything that signifies to be, to do, or to suffer. I signify all three. The most confident critics are generally those who know the least about the matter criticized.